schematic scheme they're going in now. They're playing hard than ever, trying to correct everything and doing everything perfectly, and everyone's fighting for spots. So, we have to, even if we're just doing inside run, we're straining and doing that every day. So, but that's definitely been a coaching point. We can't be behind the ball, we can't false step, we can't do anything like that, and it's definitely been a vocal point this spring.
Looking back, when you think you all had the SEC leading rusher and Austin's passing stats, but you had the problems with the stats and with the sacks and the goal line. What do you think it was wrong last year, and how has it been corrected now?
We had a lot of new guys on the line, me included. We had a couple. Thank God, we had a couple of leaders on the line with Skip and Frank. So that was phenomenal. I think it's just we have a lot more experience now. We came in the spring with six or seven guys that had game experience, like starting experience, and it's a lot more comfortable being out there. Everyone knowing what to do and being able to react in the specific situations, such as goal line and the game's on the line and everything. So I think it's just everyone has experience now. It's a lot better.
Do you feel like you know everything that you're supposed to do now that you've got a full year?
Definitely. The installment's been a lot more easy to follow up with. We're not falling behind. I think the offensive line as a whole is doing a good job of just keeping up, and all the protection schemes and all the runs we're doing really well. But there's still a lot of room for improvement, of course. But it's doing well. It's going well.
All the starters, you're probably, I don't know, would you say you should be more improved than any other player on the team?
I wouldn't say that. I think everyone has said there's a lot of people that's improved a lot and still needs improvement, and there's still a lot of coaching points that I get every single day, and Coach Anderson's been doing a phenomenal job at keep coaching me and never backing down, just because I might have been starting to do a little better. I'm still not where I need to be, where I want to be. So, I have Frank on the line, and now I'm Colton's back on my side. We started off last spring with him there, and it's great having those guys with me, and we'll be able to communicate, and we expect a lot from each other to do it right every single time.
What was your reaction last spring when they said you're going to offense? I mean, were you in shock?
It was a conversation I had with Coach B during the after the bowl game, but it's I took it with open arms. Just might as well. Like he thought that was a better idea, and him and Coach Enos talked to me about it, and even Coach Seegers back in the day, he played offensive line initially, but he coached D-line, and he said he thought it would be a good switch too. And with a guy like him that won a national championship at Bama, and he's been around with a lot of defensive linemen, he also looks at the offensive line every single day. So I spoke a lot with him too, and he thought it would be a good transition.
You agree now with the decision?
Oh, definitely. I feel a lot more comfortable out there being able to in a little more square three-point stance, but it feels good.
For you, how do you compare this spring to last fall?
Last fall?
This past fall.
I think we were, I feel really comfortable, even though it's not really. It's only been 8 weeks, really, from the start of spring till the last game. It's only been 10 weeks, something like that. So of course it's not that big of a difference, but it feels a lot big. Like it feels bigger. The game feels slower. I know where I'm supposed to be. I know where I'm going, and especially with Frank now, we have a good chemistry, being at the same position with him, and we're doing really well.
You and Armand have had a few battles out here.
Armand is a very long guy, and he knows how to beat me. We've been playing against each other every single day, so he's starting to pick up on some things that I'm not very good at. But we're good afterwards. He's a competitor. I love playing against him because he's making me better every day.
Coach Enos has said it a few times to us in here. You're working on new wrinkles this year as a full offense. Are you guys going to hold some stuff back from the spring game so it's not on TV?
I don't. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see when it comes to that point. But in the end, we're going to be the same offense that we were last year. We're going to run the ball real hard, and we're going to do some play action pass off of that. It's not a secret for anyone. I think we're going to come out there with great energy, and we're going to run whatever Coach Enos throws at us, whatever he wants, really. But it's going to be a great spring game.
Is your body different composure? I mean,
I lost some weight from last season. I felt like I was a little bit too heavy, couldn't move as well. And so I started working out with Frank and Coach Herb on the weekends and got in on a diet plan and everything, and it's been working well.
So where are you then?
I'm about a 312, 313.
Does that feel like the place for you?
Yeah, I lost about 10, 15 pounds from last season, so it feels good.
More nimble on your feet.
Yeah, a lot more nimble, be able to run more, faster for a longer period of time.
This spring, with so many returners coming back on that line, have you seen an increase in competition?
Oh, definitely. Everyone's, even for me, I can't just slack around and think I have a starting spot anymore. It's not how it is. We have a lot of great guys being able to play, and right behind me right now, it's Rolliston's been all over the board. Frank is sitting there on center, but we're shifting a lot around on the twos, and the ones are even shifting around too. There's just a bunch of talented guys that knows his scheme now. We've all been with Coach Anderson now for over a year, and I think it's helped a lot. We know the footwork he wants us to do. We all know the calls, and even the twos are playing really well. So, we always fighting for a spot. Even though you might be first, you can never be comfortable.
Are they still just keeping you at left guard, or are you moving around the offensive line?
I think they're just keeping me at left guard, I think.
What did it do for you having Frank come back for a senior season?
Oh, it was phenomenal. Both as a friendship, as a role model for me, and also as a leader, just on the offensive line and also for the team. It helped me out a lot, being much more comfortable with myself and playing. Having him next to me, it's an extreme security because he's such a good player. He just knows the offense in and out. He knows everything. He gets everyone going. He's a vocal leader. He's done a phenomenal job at that this year, and I'm just trying to follow in his footsteps.